Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm playing series of videos I do for the while. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about, hopefully, delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I went to a gas station, they had some stuff. Here we are. There's nothing more complicated than that. But anyway, folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yam around about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, excuse me, hiccups a little bit, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home and I found some shit to review for you. That is definitely the case today. As I said, I went over there, I hit up a gas station, got off of work, and I was just planning to go straight home, but I was like, you know what, I'm kind of hungry. And I was thinking, maybe I'll go to McDonald's, but I was like, I don't really want to. And I was like, you know what, here's an opportunity. We'll go to a place, maybe find some stuff to review. And it turns out, I found a couple things to review. So, what is the first thing that I'm reviewing for you folks? What is it from? Boom! It's a breakfast sandwich from Thorntons. Thorntons is a gas station chain. I've reviewed things from there occasionally. I did like some hot wings from them. I've done a couple donuts and stuff. Typically, their items are pretty decent. They actually have like somebody who comes in to, prep them and stuff. I mean, granted, it's all pre-made stuff, but this is a new item. This is their sausage, egg, and cheese French toast. Woo! So it's kind of like a McGriddle, but French toast instead of pancakes. And I've reviewed some French toast related stuff. 7-Eleven had a French toast breakfast sandwich. Go watch that review. And also White Castle. Go watch that review. But now you're watching this review, so let's find out how Thornton's offering is. Because, sure, why the hell not? I'm a big fan of sweet and savory as a flavor combination. I know, not everybody is. Let's take a look at it. It looks like this. Ha 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 ha. Sure. I mean, it honestly doesn't look too bad. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Let's give it a go. It's okay. It definitely... I mean, here's the thing. Say what you want about McDonald's, Burger King, fast food, all that stuff. Yeah, fair enough. But there is something to be said for, they do their job, and they typically do it pretty well. This right here is like the perfect just personification of the difference between a fast food item and a gas station item. Because again, it's somewhat similar to, along the lines of like a McGriddle. But whereas McGriddle is pretty much my favorite out-and-out breakfast sandwich from a fast food establishment. It's a wonderful mix of sweet and savory and warm and ooey-gooey. And yeah, it's terrible for you, but it's delicious in its own way. This is emulating that, although also doing its own thing, but it lacks, Yeah, you can go over there and you can put it in an oven to go over there and heat it up instead of just popping it in a microwave. But at the end of the day, this is fundamentally still just, some prepackaged stuff that was shipped to them. And that is what it is, Usually the McDonald's are tossing on a grill for a little bit before you get to it. It's okay, but it's very lacking. It's like extremely one-dimensional. And yeah, you're not looking for a lot of depth from a fucking, gas station breakfast sandwich, but again, it really is that clear, definitive, point of contention between this versus even fast food being a notch up. There is a little bit of a sweetness to everything with the, like the French toast bread. Honestly, it reminds me a little bit more of like cinnamon raisin bread and French toast. Although I guess there's like kind of like almost like a buttery savoriness to it a little bit, maybe. But mostly I'm just getting kind of like almost like a mild cinnamon kind of taste instead of really like a proper French toast taste. Which, I mean, the thing is like the rest of it is just kind of there. Like, you're just not getting much from any of it. Whether it's the cheese, the egg, the sausage, none of it is really giving you a proper oomph. And and I keep going back to, to fast food and everything like that. And it's like, again, there's points of contention to be made against that stuff too, of course. But, when I go over there and I eat a fucking McGriddle or, a Egg McMuffin or whatever, there's some oomph to it. It's not the greatest oomph of all time, but it's a noticeable oomph. It makes me happy. This is like sustenance food. It's fine. It's better than just, straight up bachelor chow type stuff because it's got a little flavor to it and everything. But it's just very meh. There's just, mostly what you're tasting is, again, just kind of that, like, sort of cinnamony kind of French toast taste. A little bit of a, kind of spice from the breakfast sausage. Egg, really, I'm not getting much. Cheese, maybe a little bit. Yeah. It's fine. It's food. That's about the best I can give it. Now that said, two questions have to be asked. Sorry. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No, probably not. It's, again, it's not, like, I want to emphasize, it's not bad. It's not like it's a horrible food item or anything. It's okay, and it does kind of do what I want it to do, again, with the sweet and the savory. But the problem is that the overall product is just not impressive. And it's like, it is what it is. It is a gas station item. And to be fair, sometimes gas station food actually can be really solid, depending on where you go and stuff. And Thorntons, like I said, some of their stuff, yeah, it's pretty good. This isn't awful. I've had way worse breakfast sandwiches, for sure. But by the same token, I've had better ones. And the fundamental problem that I run into is like, okay, I could buy this. I did. That's why we're doing the review. Or I could just go to McDonald's and get McGriddles. Maybe pay a little bit more, but like I don't think it's that far off in terms of price. And I'd just be a lot happier. So, yeah, that's the thing. For me, there's just no reason for it, unless the only way I would get it again is if I was like at a Thorntons and I was just like, I just need food for food's sake. That would be it. And if I'm recommending it to people, I mean, again, not terrible. If it's your best option, yes, go with it. But if you're in a situation where, again, maybe there's a McDonald's, 15 minutes down the road, I'd say hit the McDonald's. It is, having worked in a gas station for way too long, but I did my gas station time during my 20s. And it is one of those things where it's like a gas station, it's a one-stop shop. So that's kind of what, so it's like if you're getting your gas and you're getting your stuff, it's like, yeah, okay, fine. It serves that purpose, and it's not horrible or even bad. But, again, I really do think it's if you like yourself, drive the extra 5 minutes and just, get something proper. Or just, sit down, go to a sit-down place or something like that, make it even better. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly sweet and savory-tastic rest of your life. I know not everybody's into it, but I am, damn it. I love contrasting flavors, and sweet and savory, one of my favorites. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there with you in it, folks. Every day. The fact of the matter is that, sometimes we deal with things in our lives that are stressful, frustrating, and you just can't always not be an asshole. Trust me, I wish I could say that, I'm able to go out in my daily life and live what I preach, but I can't sometimes, as much as I might try. But it is important, though, when we do run into those situations, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to try yourself French toast breakfast sandwich thing from Thorntons, as I've done here today. And maybe like me, you're going to be a little bit less than impressed. So maybe you're over there and you're like, you know what? I am just going to go over. I'm going to like myself enough that I'm going to go over there and start treating myself a little bit better. So then you start off small again. Maybe instead of just getting the trash stuff at the gas station, maybe you're like, you know what? We're going to go to McDonald's. And yeah, okay, it's not a huge upgrade, but it's definitely an upgrade. So you get some, and maybe you're like, you know what? Maybe we'll go over there. I'll go to a sit-down place. You go to a sit-down place. Maybe the server, maybe he or she or, what have you. Maybe they're kind of cute. Maybe you start striking up conversation. And maybe you're like, you know what? I'm going to be nice to myself. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go for it. So then you go for it. Maybe something happens. And then what do you know? Maybe you're over there having the whole thing and the perfect nuclear family life and all that stuff. And who do you have to thank for that but Brandon goddamn Wenzel? I'll take a check. I'm just saying. Or conversely, don't send me a check. First of all, why do you know where I live? That's concerning to begin with. But secondly, yeah, no, don't please. I mean, take what I say to heart if it sounds like good information, but try to piece it together because a lot of it's just bullshit and jokes. Bye.